Army, but on this field, the siege planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Michie Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Rice Owls, squaring off with another team from the AAC, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Great, I can barely see my uniforms.
Will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So Rice's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Showing the arm strength to the left.
But that was a different play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Of course you throw that one, idiot. Should have been an interception.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. And
Didn't even see the circle thing. How's a green pass in his... Come on, man.
Offense will go to work for the first time today.
This is going to be annoying. It's going to be so annoying.
For this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football,
My odds already hurt.
Step up and make plays on the
Great.
field.
This offense.
These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David.
He smashes his way through again. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23.
They're going to touch him and get free freaking 10 yards?
After a nice game.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Here comes the option. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Here comes the 2-point try.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a
They're going for
flash.
2?
You just saw that on that drive.
Picked off. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a...
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. Into the end zone.
Bro, make the touchdown. Get the sack.
Touchdown, Black Knights. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. What a return that was as they put points on the board with that 91-yarder. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Bro, come on, man. They need to take the stupid angle.
The gas can wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get later.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? To the air, it's Jenkins. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw.
Oh my God, that's 20, 30 yards right there. Come on, man.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout.
Of course he drops it. Of course he's green and still a bad pass. Like, come on, man.
Coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback.
I barely see my receivers.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got his man quickly.
And they're showing you their
President Sally fell short of that.
It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another.
Come on, guys. Just one more second, that's touchdown. Literally, one more second.
Fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
Can't recall this quick from offensive line. It sucks.
Around midfield. On 4th down, looking for the completion.
Came to see where the ball's at. Oh my God.
Offense working from the pistol. Corners are walked up tight. The give is to Williams. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Bolden. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. When you hear
oh my God, it threw right to him.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll give it to the back.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Got his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Fires to the tight end. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Owls will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. They're bringing heat. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Owls. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here and trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The back goes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
There it is.
They're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Give to the back. And the 45 on his way. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them out.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Both of them. There's about this money right here, and I got the Cowboys.
6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need them.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Bolden. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Give to the big fullback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
And the punt team able to
clearly put fair catch him.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He wants to throw here on second down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Afterburner's coming. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Bolden. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be...
Can anyone catch him? He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll go to the fullback. Ripping through the defense. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. They got to use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
And he'll be brought down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the timing just a hair off. Second down after that incompletion. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it.
Oh my God, he's wide open. He just throws it to him.
They'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
The Black Knights send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today.
It's touchdown.
Here's the return.
If he sped up,
and the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Ritual clock here.
I
don't like how this game feels. It feels like the Navy game. I was up, and then all of a sudden I lost. 2 o'clock, it was the ball.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got his man.
Look at that speed. Let's go, man.
Touchdown, Rice. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Boyd. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up. They'll run the option. Fakes his man out. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Shakes off the tackle. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Coverage team.
That didn't touch the end zone.
No return on this one.
And only a computer gets something that clutch.
He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot.
It's pretty loud,
downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Fights off a defender.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how
if you want to throw it, touchdown.
You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He's looking deep. Open runway ahead. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Owls want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Out of the gun, the inside give. Touchdown, Rice. And the punishment has been extended. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's a throw downfield late. It's complete. A huge pickup. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Bolden. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were fit.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over.
Just destroying his way through the field.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking.
Headed to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They're trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were.
Now, it's time to explain the rules of the second game. Today's laid back. It's called unknown. Unknown requires you to figure out a set of 8 rules. Yes, but first, make it to the second square. You have on game board consists of 6 colored squares. Red, yellow, green, purple, and white. Around the border, you'll also see a starting area made from tiles of these squares. Finally, in the middle area of the center, each player is given on council shaped like a cube. Each of the council has a different color. One red, one yellow, one blue, one pink, one white, and finally, one purple. When the game begins, each player must use a single starting space to place their town zone. If multiple players choose the same starting space, they must negotiate to decide who gets it. Players will take turns in order to finish with whoever occupies the space with the lowest number. Even if a player's starting space changes in the game, the order of their turn does not, and includes multiple swaps of starting spaces. On their turn, players have the option to roll their counter one space either up, down, left, or right, but your movement is limited only to open spaces. For instance, if another player's counter is already on the space you are moving to, you may push that counter off the space, which will move it one square in whichever direction you are going. A round ends when all players have finished a single move with their counters. The round continues in that manner until one person reaches the black square at the center, at which point the game ends. Then the player who reaches the center will declare the winner. At the end of the game, all players will be ranked from high to low based on the square their counter is currently on. Remember, each player has a points target number. The first player to reach the center of the board will receive 3 pieces. The players in second through fifth place will receive 1 piece each. Those are the basic rules you need to play Unknown. However, this game has another set of rules. Rules that remain hidden as well as Unknown. If you use your counter and it triggers a hidden rule, the dealer will continue the game, but it begins implementing the new rule without telling you or explaining how it will change the game going forward.
Is it hidden from this too?
There will be a 3-round practice game before we officially begin today's main match. If you figure out the hidden rules during the practice game, you'll find them helpful during the real game. Additionally, during the course of the main match, one of the hidden rules will be revealed to all players at the end of each round. The rules will be older and will be revealed as a planned ahead of time. Now, let's talk about the game's time limit, shall we? If only one player has been eliminated by the time the main match ends, 100 million won will be added to the prize fund. It's time to try your hand at a practice game. The same rules apply as the main game, so I hope you will all make the most of this opportunity. Now, is it better to have bigger lines or small?
A smaller person concept.
Some young slip trying to get people with yards to work together. So I agree. Also before that, he is approached me. All players must place their counters somewhere in the starting area within the next 3 minutes. There you go, 7. Your time is up. We'll now provide you with sample counters to use with your first count. All players have now placed their counter on a starting space. The game begins with a person in the lowest number space, 7 high. As the game progresses, each player will tell the dealer which direction to move their counter. The dealer will then move the player's counter accordingly. 7 high, which direction would you like to move your counter? Go ahead, please. Moving your counter to the yellow square. Next, please choose which color you want to use. Yellow. So, facing right up. You can't have red facing your face. Right now, you can only choose from green or white. Choose another. So why can't we change the color like that? You want it like this? Yes, that's right. Alright, 7 Eyes. You get right now. You have to use your right now thinking. Now please place your counter in a new starting space. Can I put it there myself? Yes, that's allowed. Good. What color was it first? You can put it wherever you want. So we put the starting point. Yes, that's right. Move your number. I'll move to 17. Park Sang-yeon, moving to number 17. Park Sang-yeon, you have been invited. You'll receive 1 hotel present. Please place your counter in a starting space. Did you pick up on it? When yellow and white is picked up. Sang-yeon, is that for me? Yes, I'll take it. Okay, got it. I think I'll take one. Moving to number 19. Yes. Please change which color plays it up. Well, I have 2 choices, right? Whichever color you'd like. It doesn't matter which one. If you tell me, I'll let you know. Okay, tell me? I'll change it to green. I'm sorry, but you can't change it to green. You also have to choose either yellow or red. That's what I have to do, man. I have to choose.
opponent's turn. Now the stretch. Moving one space forward. Each please change the color facing up. Is this how you want it? How would you like to move your thumb? I think I'll go to 27. Okay, moving to number 27. Change your color. Okay, Tino, please change the color facing up. That's what you want to do. All right, Tino, then please choose another player with blue facing up and move their counter one space. What's that? Every player with their blue side facing and choose the game next to the other very flexible but very important to number 24 is okay, Mr. Please change the color facing up. You're not allowed to choose blue. You have to choose between blue, red, or white. Is this right? Yes. Alright, Sedo, please select another player with blue facing up and move their counter one space. Or you can move your counter one more space. Actually, since there are no other green players, please move your counter one more space. He gets to move 2 spaces. Please move one more space. I'll just get straight to 35. Yeah. Is that right? Now you can choose any player with their red side facing up and move their counter one space. Right now, the only red player with red facing up is Justin. Which direction would you like to move him? I'll move him to number 46. Okay, moving to number 46. Alright, Justin, take a look now. 1. Place your counter on a new starting space. And I'll give you one exile place. Don't get that. Let's check it here. Which is the root? What's the number 43? Get exiled if you have white at the top. Alright. If you got exiled, alright, so now it's your turn. Number 23. Moving to number 23. Yeah. Justin Min is up now. I'll go to number 25. Alright, moving to number 25. Okay, Justin Min, you have to make that.
Here, please go back. That one is white. Please go back. Okay, those are long, so both squares have been top.
Please place your counter on a new starting space. Changanju, it's your turn. Moving to number 57. Yep, that's right. Changanju, you have been made that. I'll give you an exact code. Please place your counter on another starting space. Next is please have your turn.
Okay, I think I'm moving to number 47.
Please have your turn. Place your counter on a starting space. You, please take your turn.
Okay, I'll go to number 22.
Alright, moving to number 22 now. Alright, please change the color of the side facing up. Choose white to use in your side. Is this correct?
Yes, that's right.
On you, you have been exiled. I'll give you an exile token now. Have white. Please place your counter. That is 3 Solis first.
Alright, I'll move that way to number 30.
Moving to number 30. 3 Solis, please choose a different color. I have yellow.
Yellow? Okay. Should I put it like this? Is that right?
Next up is Changanju.
Okay, wait. So no.
Move down to 75. Moving to number 75. Changanju, you have been exiled. I'll give you an exile token. Exile to exile to 53 Solis. Place your counter on a starting space. Okay, everyone, round 2 starts now. 7i, you're up. Please move your counter. Can you take 5, please? Thank you. Let's go over first. Go up. think the most important thing is safety. Putting it up. You may also move your own counter one more space. Please choose the red player and move them one space. Like that,
There's basically just one fix for you and one fix for no fix. If there's one side by side and one diagonal, you can look at color you right now.
Round two to go thing. 7 out, you start. Please move your counter. This is straight, right down. Alright, 7 out, you have been exiled. And here is your exile token. Where are you going? That's good. That's not. Yes, I'm young. What? I'm young. You have been exiled.
Sorry, but yeah, I'm a minute at class.
I can't tell you that. Next is season 6. I'll move one space forward.
Nothing happened.
Up next is season 2. I'll move to number 54. Nothing happened. The same. Tino's turn is next. We'll move to number 22.
この体を試すにいい
Change
機
the
会だ
partner facing up.
トレーニングに付き合う
I'll change it to red.
What happened?
That's correct. That's
I swear, you kids weren't even half this strong yesterday.
Someone of the same color, one space. After that, you can move yourself one space as well. Right
この
now,
体を
the
試すいい機会
player
だ
Which direction would you like to move? 7 Let's go, brother. Let's do this. Take a push-ups. I'll go 4 together. Yeah. I'm pushing 7 to 18. You know, please move your own counter one space. Yeah, okay. Number 45. Okay, so now please change the color facing. Brother, everything's blue. Is it correct? Or good? That's the second mistake.
I yield cash from Robinhood Gold.
Bro, the level just started. We're already getting overrun. I gotta think he's got to build his crossbow tower as fast as possible. I don't even think I have time.
Alright, now please choose one other player with green facing up and move their counter one space. How would you like to move? Let the children move. Let's do the 38. Alright, then please. Please go ahead and change your counter. You won't be able to do green. Take it to green.
You should say no.
You can't change to green. You can change it to one of the following: yellow, blue, white, or purple. If none of the 8 squares around you are the same color, you can change it, but only to the color of one of the 8 squares. What are you starting to?
I'll move to 4.
Yeah. And on you, please choose another green player to move one space, then move your own counter one space. Okay, so then please go ahead and change your color. I have no idea, so I'll do whatever you guys say. Let's let you do it. Okay, so yellow with red on the right. Yep. Okay, that's what I'll do. Is this correct? Yep. Okay, 7 now choose a player of any color and move them one space. What? And move your own counter one space. I can move my own counter and someone else's? Yes, that's correct. Wow. That's a flip. Now what did I do to make that? Alright, I think I'll move this one up to number 60. Moving Tino to number 600. There we go. That's it. Okay, Tino, please change the color